Ladies and gentlemen, we're getting ready for our next, it's an auditory delight, is the only way I can describe it. And the thing I like about it most of all, when I come up to the mic, I don't have to do it. He's as tall as I am. You are about to experience one of the most amazing musicians I've been around my life, and it's just great to listen to him, and it's a fun show, and it's the laid-back country picker, but don't clap yet. I will be remiss if I don't introduce Honey. Ladies and gentlemen, the laid-back country picker. It ain't a crime, you know. Gotta tell the stories, boys, before it's time to go. Are you ready for the country? Are you ready for me? Hey, get ready for the country. Ain't we inside the scene? I can use a little more vocal monitor. Thank you, sir. I was talking to the preacher, said God was on my side. I was talking to the pusher, they both were selling high. Better tell your story, boys, you know I don't know why. Are you ready for the country? Are you ready for me? Hey, better get ready for the country. Ain't we a sight to see? Are you ready for the country? Are you ready for me? Better get ready for the country, ain't we a sight to see? Thank you all so much. You all ever talked on the party line. The number one thing is when you're talking on the party line or somebody else is, you don't pick up and listen in. Nobody does that because that's the wrong thing to do. But I might have done it a little bit. And I learned some things when I was listening there on the party line. I wrote a song about it and it's called Party Line. But the most important part is, it's going to start with this killing drumming machine back here. Would you give it up for my man, Mr. Dylan Weed? Some girls are having babies. lots of luck. A marriage is nearly over. A preacher's coming to town. A few folks voted for the Democrat. I can't make a sound. Party line. I'm on the party line. Party line. I'm on that party line. Thank you. Jeff, is his bass in the front wedge? Okay. I'm going to play you a song that I made up if I'm driving down from upstate New York and I come through a little town called Weston, West Virginia. You ever been to Weston? They do two things in Weston. They got a carp festival if you like to catch carp fish. And they also got a nerves hospital to get you straightened out. So while I was traveling through Weston, I'd been out way too long and hadn't been sleeping right and been driving in the car. And I wasn't thinking clear, and I was listening to the FM radio station and I heard some David Bowie come on and things just hit just right. And I made up this song and it's called David Bowie. It could be worse, you could be dating a nurse, or worse, a night shift at the nervous hospital. It could be worse, you could be under the curse of a man who dug a well and found a Chinese army. Tell you all about a dream I had last night. I dreamed that over where I lived, my next door neighbor was the great Jimi Hendrix. And he was a pretty good neighbor, but he borrowed my lawnmower and he didn't bring it back for the longest time. One day I saw the great Jimi Hendrix out in his yard and I went over and I said, "Hey Jimmy, can I get that mower back?" And he said, "Well, sure." And I'm sorry I kept it so long, and is there anything I could do to make it up to you? And I said, next door neighbor, the great Jimi Hendrix, if you wouldn't mind to come out on my next show and play some guitar with me, I'd appreciate it. And if he would have done that, it might have sounded like this. And so while he was playing for me, he leaned over and he said, I just got to know something. Is it true that there was a man named Stevie Ray Vaughan that made a living off playing music that sounded just like mine? And I said, Jimi Hendrix, I can't lie to you. It happened. And he said, oh man, you just gotta tell me. Is it true that there was a guy named Kenny Wayne Shepherd that played just like Stevie Ray Vaughan and made a living off sounding just like me? I said, Jimmy, it's all true. But I said, Jimmy, I gotta tell you one more thing. Did you ever hear Robin Trower? And Jimmy said, man, that dude was all right. It could be worse, you could be driving a hearse with a man who bought the world from old Dave Bowie. Well, we bought the whole world. Old Dave Bowie. Yeah, he bought the whole world. Old Dave Bowie. Old Dave Bowie. Y'all cool with Jimi Hendrix? I wish he was with us this evening. That would be all right. Hey, over here playing this bass guitar. Pretty much it's a unanimous decision. He's the best looking man in the band. A product of the community college, a man with 4 strings and not afraid to use them all. Give it up for a guy we call the Fridge.
Yeah. Yeah. Good.
That's it. It's cold. His fingers won't do what they normally do. Y'all cold yet? Don't even think about it. How about Sean Whiting up here killing it for you all? Dude's awesome. Got stuff for sale over here. Go buy it. And here directly, we'll get the great little Texas up here to play for you all. I appreciate you coming and hanging out. Appreciate the city of Prestonsburg for bringing us in. Les and the crew just do a fine job. You know, we live down in Louisiana, and we really appreciate your all's town. Give yourselves a hand, because we really dig what you're doing there in Prestonsburg. I did make up some songs for a record that'll be out probably around Christmas, because that's when people want to spend money, and that's when I want to take your money, even though I'll take it now. I was raised up by a guy who was a bluegrass banjo player. My dad was a pretty good musician. There was 3 bands that we listened to, the big 3 of bluegrass, and that would have been the Stanley Brothers, Flatt and Scruggs, and Bill Monroe. And pretty much if it wasn't that, my dad wasn't too interested in it. And if you watch that country music show that was on here a little while ago, you sort of seen how all these bluegrass bands are just all mixed together, and they all at some point was playing together, and they get mad at each other and start their own band. And one of the more interesting people there was a guy named Lester Flatt. So I thought I'd write a song about him, because he always seemed like a pretty straight shooter. And this song's called Lester Plays It Straight. Lester plays it straight. Lester plays it straight. The 2 brothers in Virginia, on the radio in Tennessee, they brought the sound from the mountain. The people came down to see. Ralph knew a sorrow without end. Carter tempted fate. Lester played it straight. Lester plays it straight. The Foggy Mountain Boys were born. They walked off with a Grammy. They shucked all the corn. But Earl and his boys had done turned on, listening to the Moby Grape, while Lester played it straight. Lester plays it straight. Lester plays it straight. Lester plays it straight. Do your song right now, kind of a folk song that hits on some truths that a lot of people don't know. You hear a lot of things about people and read about stuff, and it ain't always the truth, and folk singers sometimes tell you the truth when nobody else will. So here's a song that I think explains something that nobody knows.
What's it called? What's it called?
With a purposeful grimace and a terrible sound, he pulled them spread high tension wires down. Helpless people on the subway train scream to God as he looks in on them. He picks up a bus and he throws it back down. He waits through the building to the center of town. Oh no, they say he's got to go, 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 Godzilla. Oh no, there goes Tokyo, go, go, Godzilla. Oh, fuck, Dharma, come and get me, bud. Go Godzilla. History shows again and again how nature points up the folly of man. History shows again and again how nature points up the folly of man. History shows again and again how nature points up the folly of man. History shows again and again how nature points up the folly of man. Zilla God. Thank you so much. Do you a couple more numbers here, but I got to tell you before we go any further. We travel all over the place. We've been to Denver this year. We've been out to Kansas City and Tulsa and all points in between. And it gets dangerous out on the highway, but I don't worry too much about it because I got a secret weapon. I got a woman traveling with me that writes the checks and avoids the wrecks. I got a woman that knows every hot dryer in the laundromat. I got a woman that hits like the atom bomb. On the high harmony and rhythm guitar, let her know you love her, it's Honey. Honey 2020. Man, when I told Honey we was coming down here to play for Jenny Wiley Festival, she got so excited. She's still pretty riled up. I don't know how we'll get her home. Oh, she is. You know, I met Honey down there at the silent auction. Thanks for laughing. She's not no stranger to showbiz, though. She used to do a little work as a voiceover actor for Charlie Chaplin. Ain't nobody old enough here to know that, are they? We're gonna play a song right now. I wrote this. I'll save you the gory details, but I wrote this about my dad because he drove a coal truck. And coal truck driving ain't like driving over the country. You're home every night, you're working on your truck enough to get it to run the next day. So I made this song up about where it really ain't about at all. It's called Truck Stop Sam. Hey, truck stop Sam. Don't you know you're gonna fall? One good woman loves you, but you try to love them all. Will you go down to that diner, coffee cup and plate? Little girl takes your order. Her heart's about to break, truck stop Sam. Don't you know you're gonna fall? One good woman loves you, but you try to love them all. Oh, you're just loving them, Sam. I gotta tell you all a few things. I'm waiting on it to come back around. And it's back around. You know, I just got into town here about an hour ago. I had to take a look around and see which way the wind blows. The little girls out there in their Hollywood bungalows. I hear them. Are you a lucky little lady in the city of lights or just another lost angel in the city at night? And that song's by the Doors and the great Jim Morrison. Give it up for Jim Morrison for writing such a good song. David, I got more, don't worry. Way down yonder on the Chattahoochee, it gets hotter than a hoochie coochie. We laid rubber on the Georgia asphalt. We got a little crazy, but we never got caught. We were down by the river on a Friday night with a pyramid of cans and a pale moonlight. Talking about cars, dreaming about women. We never knew nothing. We was living for the minute. Are you all living for the minute? Well, the great Alan Jackson is living for the minute, and I think we need to follow his lead. But that ain't why I came here tonight. I drove down US 23 tonight because I want to know, can I talk to you for just a minute about Peter Frampton? The great Peter Frampton. Peter Frampton starts his career in a band called The Humble Pie with Steve Marriott. They had songs like 30 Days in a Hole and I Don't Need No Doctor. And things was going good, but Peter Frampton's manager comes and said, Peter Frampton, if you want to make a lot of money, you need to unbutton your shirt down to right here and sing some love songs in a major key. And that's just what Peter Frampton did. And in 1976, he put out a record called Frampton Comes Alive. And it sold 800,000 units in 22 hours, or something like that. And it went to #1 in America on the strength of a song called Do You Feel Like I Do? How many of y'all heard Do You Feel Like I Do? Thank you for playing along. So in this song, Do You Feel Like I Do, it appears that Peter Frampton's guitar can say words, and people thought that was so cool. And I thought it was so cool. But then I grew up and I got a social security number and a real job, and I found out how the world works. And somebody told me he had just bought a device and hooked up his guitar and let it talk. So I bought me that same device, and guess what? My guitar can talk too. My guitar can say everything that Peter Frampton's guitar says. In fact, my guitar can say things that Peter Frampton's guitar was afraid to say. But I don't bring it out and I don't use it on the concerts out of respect for you people here in the audience. Because I would never stoop to using some kind of gimmick to try to entertain you people. Jump back in that Jimmy, drive off in the night, turn on the Jesus radio, teach you wrong from right, truck stop Sam. Don't you know you're gonna fall? One good woman loves you, but you try to love them all. Hey, one good woman loves you, but you try to love them all. Truck stop Sam. Thank you so much. You guys are a beautiful crowd. I'm going to do two things. I'm going to try to do two. I'm going to tune my guitar because I don't want to play out of tune too much more. Hey, honeys, don't encourage her. Don't get her wild. Is there a Ferris wheel or anything here? They got a carnival, is it? I'm going to go over there and get her on it and see if that'll bring her down a little bit. Hey, Nate, settle down, buddy. What are you doing? All right. I probably get a lot of shows on the strength of a song I wrote 2 years ago about a car that I drive. I got a 2004 Crown Victoria P71 Police Interceptor. It's got a cop motor and cop tires and a cop chip, if you believe in that thing. When I got it, all my buddies said, "Man, you got one of them McGoffin County Cadillacs." I said, "Yes, sir, I do," but I didn't really know what that meant. I did a little research on it. I found out that all them boys over in Sayersville, good union boys and pipe fitters and millwrights, carpenters and electricians, they get them cars because you can get them cheap at the auction. They get 25 miles a gallon. You can put a lot of people in them, and they'll go as fast as what you probably need a car to go. But more importantly, they got that chrome spotlight out there on the edge, which is kind of your free pass to just go on right on down the road, and the wall kind of leaves you alone. Make sure there ain't nobody watching. So I wrote this song about Crown Victorias because I think it's the best car that Ford ever built, so they quit making them, which makes perfect sense. Thank you all for coming out. Don't get too cold. Get ready to rock out with Little Texas. And here's a song we made up called McGoffin County Cadillac. Foreign cars about to blow. There's a place that you can go. The police auction Friday night. And listen, boys, I'll steer you right. Fleet maintain. Your life will never be the same. You put the family in the back. McGoffin County Cadillac. That's right, honey, I'm keeping them roads hot. You don't have to wear a shirt to haul a bunch of boys to work. Flash the chrome of the spotlight. Tell you boys I'm serious right. On this road you are the king. 55 don't mean a thing. Once you're in, you can't go back. Sing it with me. Thank you all so much. Cruising out of Sayersville, riding like a coupe de ville. Prestonsburg to Elkhorn City, beauties Dauphin County Cadillac. Dauphin County Cadillac. One more time on the bass guitar. Give it up for the Fridge. On the drums tonight, Mr. Dylan Weed. On the guitar, Honey. On the way back, country picker, I'll thank you all so much. I'll see you next time around. Thank you very much. Stay tuned for the Little Texas.